ladies and gentlemen, this is Nash Sportsai here. Welcome back to a brand new live stream here. As today, I'm going to do my debut for a brand new show that I'm going to be debuting today. Yes, I know that I did a show in the past, and I know I did podcasts, and I know those two fail. So why Nash Sportsai are you doing another show when you know that's going to fail? Well, I feel like that this could be my last ever chance to have a show like a pretty good show like this. And yeah, I'm gonna see how it's gonna go, and hopefully it can get some good feedback. But I'm thinking that it will be. There is a lot of things to go through. There's a loaded week a recap as I'm calling it right now. So yeah, but if you guys are bringing to the show, please like and subscribe for more low content in the near future. And yeah, but yeah, today there is going to be a couple more sports to really go through. The ones I'm really into. Hello, Bosky in the live chat over there. Yes, I know that this may be a little bit um unorganized, but yeah, it's going to be pretty pretty a pretty good one. Okay, so we're gonna go through the 2022 Rugby League World Cups. So we're gonna go through that first. Second, we're gonna go through the what we're gonna go through second. Oh yeah, we're gonna go through Leeds versus Arsenal's review. Even though I didn't get to watch the game because obviously I had work in that, but I'll just judge it off to summarize it a bit there from the highlights as well. And then thirdly, I'm actually going to go through the Dallas Cowboys versus Eagles, even though I did not watch that game as well. I actually have not watched the highlights of that game also. So I'm possibly going to react to that, but I'm not going to show but I'm not going to share the screen and all that because obviously this live stream will get copyrighted if I do that so. And finally, I will do the Misfits or what it's called, and Zone X series O2 boxing series, the YouTube, and also half professional boxing events. So that was very good to review. Since yeah, that came in late Thursday over the weekend. While I was like watching the World Cup, obviously, if you guys see my Australian Kangaroos versus Fiji party review go, and watch it right now. Obviously, it's got 59 views, so go get that over 100 views. It does well, and deservedly supposed to get that over 100 views. And yeah, I do have my first ever community a tab of that just also mentioned as well. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm just going to type it up right now. I'm probably going to review two Rugby League World Cup games because I mean New Zealand versus Lebanon. I did watch it, but I mean there is some of it to uh, review, but I feel like the most important ones that I really would like are reviews since there is a lot of things to get through as well is the Samoa versus England match. Sorry, no, it's England versus Samoa since England is obviously host of the Rugby League World Cup. So yeah, this is Group A, I believe. Let me just check. Um, this is Group A, I believe it is. Yes, it is Group A. Group A, uh, week one review. We'll go with that. So yeah, what actually happened with that? So yeah, um, first 22 Rugby League World Cup. All right, we're gonna add that. Yeah, and we're at that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this. So what happened with England and Samoa? How the hell did Samoa concede 60 points? Well, I'll tell you what. Before England and Samoa even played, I heard that rumors that Samoa wasn't even in training camp before they even traveled to England. And the reason why was that because yeah, Samoa the coaching from what I heard, yeah, I don't know enough about the coaching. I mean, I don't really focus on on the other uh, international coaches outside of the role. To be honest, I mean, if you're like saying like a really coach nowadays in the Super League, I may recognise them. But other than that, this coach, from what I heard, has actually coached the South City Reds in the past in 2011, which they weren't the best team back then, but obviously they are lower division team, so that already shows some pretty questionable sides there on why this coach has decided to take the hands up there to coach this great and strong Samoan side. Obviously, half of the parent boys there coming from the grand final were a bit quite affected there as well. You know, obviously they were like drinking that a bit and this that, and I'm not sure if I know why. And Cry and Toho were part of the drinking celebrations. That I'm pretty sure they were, but obviously, yeah, it was just sucked them out there for a bit, but it didn't really suck them out there uh, for when it did the haka there, the war cry, or whatever we'll call it. Uh, probably probably the most intensive Samoan war cry I ever seen in quite a while as well. So yeah, but yeah, England they started off very well, and yeah, it was all because of Alex Webster there. Obviously plays for St. Helens there, playing at 5'8". A lot of people questioned him as well, playing at 5'8". Um, a lot of people thought that the halves accommodation there could have done a little bit more better, and a lot of people thought that they will uh, going to strengthen, and a lot of people said don't count in there for the World Cup trophy and that, because obviously a lot of people may even say that England are going to win the World Cup based off from the trial from last week. Sorry, not from last week, from 2 weeks ago against Fiji, which was which you should really be judging off based off of the form in the trials as well. And then a lot of people were like saying the team is looking not bad, but obviously England were the favourites, which I just quite surprised, especially when they were playing home as well. The hosts themselves. And I thought England were actually going to show up and just basically surprise and obviously pull the people's pants down who actually tipped and obviously better on Samoa, which were completely against in my opinion. I mean, I pretty much knew that England were going to win anyways, and whoever thought the dinner were absolutely just check eyes. I mean, Dominic Young, what an absolute weak machine was. Absolutely just a great speed as well for that pass as well. Websley just was just seven plays there quite amazing there as well. And Victor Rayleigh, what unit he was there as well. Obviously, he was a bit, he was taking up a lot of great ups there as well. And my God, I did not expect Chris Hill not only out of nowhere to be picked by the Giants, which is obviously the Hasbro Giants, the team I support in the Super League, which he hasn't had that much game time, in the Super League, which I was actually surprised and and I was surprised being in Absa combination as Louis sorry Johnny like Max Day is his name was meant to start, but apparently he was injured in the last minute, and yeah, someone got exposed. Yes, true, Bosky. Yeah, and they did all that to score 60 points. Not even, but to score 60 points from Wembley, they didn't even need freaking Johnny Lomax. That's how good England were. And yeah, a lot of people before the match were even saying, "Oh, who the hell is that Alex Ramsey?" And I was like, looking on a rugby history, and he actually showed like a screenshot of all his comments saying who was Alex Ramsey. Simply players are so behind of the NRL players. To all those fucking delusional cunts who want to absolutely bash the Super League itself, go and get yourself fully fucked. You're absolute joke artists, and you need you need to wake up early in the morning for one time to even take a one single magnifying glass or even some eye contacts to even look in some in-depth talents from the these absolute high-class teams of players. He absolutely just disgusts me. So yeah, if you're like a person who like says, he's this player from Super League, he's freaking little way, and all the favorite boys, and Joe Bolo, Samoa, yeah, yeah, they got fuck you up. Like, come on, like that's the most delusional thing that I could ever heard going into Smash. And I couldn't believe that people were like, Tim Samoa, like, it was just absolutely just mind blowing. And I did say that England were the top outsiders, as you know, yeah, the sets there were just absolutely just amazing. And yeah, this is nothing much you can say. But yeah, Chris Hill to score, out of nowhere, where no one expected him to even start in the team was just absolutely just tells how much Samoa's training sessions has been when they turned up, and that's all the coach, man. Because yeah, like you said, man, like with the record, with the coach going into the uh, next week games. Before, when I knew what their coaching record was, I thought that Samoa were going. Samoa should be coming in this week as a different team. But after, from what I heard from the coaching record, and is that after when they show up like that, I don't know if they're going to turn things around. So I might change my mind about Samoa. They could absolutely just be done. And a lot of people on the Discord have talked about will actually agree with the same thing with me. So yeah, Samoa, I think they're absolutely just done. And yeah, a lot of people expect them to be pretty much good. But with a coach like that, oh man, the players, I don't really think they're going to save themselves because most of the players that we see mostly in the team don't have that much experience other than Bolo or other Samoan players there, which I'll, I'll take a look right now. So the most experienced Samoan players there that you that you can really take out of there that can play for themselves there is freaking Milford, Josh Polly, Danny Levi in there, which yeah, obviously played for that was for Giants as well. Uh, he was alright, but yeah, not the best. You got Josh on the way there. Yuele is obviously being uh, injured out, so I think they're going to put on the way there back on the lock position, which he has been playing there for, been there for a couple of times, and he has been a little bit good as well. So yeah, see how that goes. May's been a bit experienced. You can say to Powell in there. So you got a couple of good experienced players in the smaller side, but the rest of them just absolute just good luck. Like, oh my god, like I don't know how they're going to turn things around from here. Because like who they got next? They have got they have gotten who the hell have they got next? Um, they've got Greece, so they should be able to beat that team with the experienced players that they have. So yeah, Samoa should be able to win that, but I don't think that they're going to win by 30 plus. So they got after that they've got France. France do have some couple of Super League players, so someone really needs to be very skeptical about going to games well. If they do get a good convincing win, but I got a shocking feeling that if Samoa do actually don't win convincingly against Greece, I shook it enough, and this is going to be pretty safe. But I reckon France could actually be Samoa the way that France is going right now in a round three in a Group A, and I reckon Samoa could potentially finish last if they don't win convincingly against Greece. So that's my take there on Samoa's next two games there in a Group A. So yeah, that's it there for England and Samoa. Nothing really too much to talk about. I wasn't involved to watch the highlights, and yeah, moving on to the next game, which I actually watched some highlights in here. Half of the Sunshine. Sorry, let me just put it in the tab of it. Okay, let me just take this out for a sec. 2022 Revenue World Cup. It is Scotland versus Italy. It was group. Which group was it again? It was Group B. It was Group B was review. Here we go. Okay, so Scotland and Italy, right? It was a very unexpected match there as well. I'm seeing from the screen there as well. I'll probably show you guys as well, but I'm just going to possibly just going to share it from over here, man. Yeah, just give me a sec. Alrighty then. Just give me a sec, lads. Alright. No. Oh, for fuck's sakes, come on. Okay, there you go. Alright, so we're going to share the screen over here. Yep. And there you go, like that. There you go, there we are. And we got that. Yeah, Italy. Sorry, Scotland versus Italy there at Newcastle in Kingston Park. So the Kingston Park in Newcastle. My bad. Okay. So obviously, the first ever try scorer there was Luke Placili, which he was obviously playing a fullback. Di Baratia playing on the wing there as well. He played for Parramatta there back in 2000 and 11 and 2009. Parramatta Eels are reserve side there, I believe. Um, from what I've read there from Wikipedia, he actually did actually sign up there for who was it again? It was for the it was I think it was a Queensland. It was for a black for sorry no for the oh yeah he signed with the Blacktown Workers Club a few years later, and then he went to obviously the Sunshine Coast Falcons. Obviously, half of the in the back line there is obviously being coming out there from the Sunshine Coast Falcons. And my God, Sunshine Coast Falcons, they did not disappoint once again. We've seen some players there from Andrew, from uh, Anderson there from the Melbourne Storm. Obviously, he played for the Sunshine Coast Falcons as well. And yeah, there's been a lot of talent coming from the Sunshine Coast Falcons, and it really shows how much of a club that they can actually present. As we've seen bloody Jake Mazen getting a hat trick there, going scoring on the 43rd or the 48th and the 73rd minute there. Absolutely just amazing performance as well. And look at the team stats here, man. Scotland got 51% of a position there. Big boost rate there as well, and that was obviously because mostly off-road tries. We had less runs, more running means as well. Pretty obvious. Six, both were pretty even there with the post contact means as well. 8 line breaks there with our back lines as well. But Scotland had 35 tackle breaks there as well. So despite them getting 35 tackle breaks and just getting a late try there with only 4 minutes remaining in the match there was absolutely just shocking. And a lot of people said, "Oh, imagine if I really actually win this." And I actually, as telling myself, I actually thought that Scotland were going to win this quite convincingly, and surprisingly not. They not only lost to us, but also lost by getting more tackle breaks, but also get one unconverted try there with only 4 minutes left to go in the match, which was very very shocking there by Scotland. But to be honest, there's not much they they that you can do there with the Scotland defense. I mean the conversion rate was uh, other class as well, and yeah, with the amount of offloads they made as well, 16 offloads they made. Wow, 30 dummy passes, but Italy have made 541 kicking beats. I've got to say, that kick game was just absolutely just amazing. They're from the looks of it, they have three forced dropouts there. Their kick diffusion there from Scotland was 82%. Italy had more bombs, more grubbers. Offensive tackle, their defense was very good. They made more tackles. They missed so so Italy missed 35 tackles. A lot of, both of the teams missed a lot of tackles, but yet Italy were the ones to end up with most of the points as well. Two intercepts there as well, so they were pretty crucial there as well. And yeah, ineffective tackles there. Um, we didn't make the best tackles there 3-1, and well, it was a pretty sloppy game for what I can see from the stats here. So, but Italy were the ones to survived from this absolute sloppy competition, and yeah, I can see that this game as a neutral, if you are, would be pretty poor to watch. But but as as telling myself, I am absolutely just impressed with how these absolute the wingers in our backline has like gone like the absolute uh, limits over here, and yeah, because you've got bloody Jack Caber Cabergon, Radiant Robinson, like how much did Nathan Brown actually did didn't really get to watch the game obviously because you know it was on Monday and that, and yeah, wow, what an absolute great performance there from the Chilean backlines there as well, and but pretty poor uh, discipline there from both sides, missing a lot of tackles, but getting a lot of tackle breaks there as well. It was a pretty back and forth one, but yeah, it was a pretty good game there as well. But it, but it was pretty sloppy. At the same time, uh, that's the best I could really put into those there as well. That's the best I could summarize this match. So yeah, great to get our win as well. And yeah, moving on to the next sport here. But before we go there, I think I'm going to get my dinner right now since my mum just called it for me right now. So I will be back for a little break. But for now, guys, just just have like a little chat as well. I will be right back, and we will be moving on to the next one, which will be a bit of a talk there for Leeds. This Arsenal game as well, which I did watch the highlights as well, and yeah, I don't think I need to say much more. So yeah, I will be right back and just gonna give a dinner and yeah, just enjoy whoever's in the live chat and yeah, just chat on before I get back. So yeah. All right, I'm back. Okay, all right, so we're back with some dinner over here, as you can see here. Look at that, very nice. And yeah, sorry about that. Show you dinner that. All right, moving on to the next match. Sorry, no, not next match. My bad. On to the next sport. We, we will be moving on from the World Cup. Obviously, because yeah, two World Cups review. I I just only want to get through. But yeah, I will be going through the other sport there, which we're going to move on to soccer now. Obviously, I will be not talking about the Melbourne Victory versus Wesley Wanderers game, which I obviously I already talked about that game. Um, and and if you guys want to see that review, you can see it right over here. We'll go on the channel over here. Where is it? It's where is it? It's let me just where it is for a sec. Yeah, let's yeah. All right, let's get through over here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's right over here. Please get as much more views. I know that the review was a short, but that was the best review that I could do there for the Western Wanderers versus Mill Victory match as well for round two. An absolute impressive win as well. Nothing really much to say off what I said there for that review. So please go check it out and yeah, give us some good feedback and some good support as well. All right, so back to us for now, getting to the Premier League now. Obviously, a couple of days ago, they actually did actually let me remove that. they actually did actually defeated a team in the Europa League in the group there for the second game. They're in the Europa League there for the season. So sorry, in the tournament. My bad. And yeah, we're gonna go through to Leeds United versus Arsenal. What match day is? Sorry, no, we're just gonna go with a movie because the match day is not actually shit. All right, so we're gonna go through the match review here. We're gonna go. I'm actually gonna see some clips of that. So I'm probably gonna be a bit in and out there throughout that as well. So I'm gonna analysis the game here for a bit. I'm gonna watch it from of the sports. Actually, we'll extend the highlights. Oh no, I don't know. They'll probably show these. So versus Arsenal extended highlights. Just want to see much more in depth. We're just watching from sports. Just gonna mute that in case you guys hear that. Okay. So obviously from the 90th minute there, we have got I don't really know I don't really know all the Leeds players there, but I'm just gonna say that one of the wingers there on the left side of the field there just takes short. Apologies if I don't name any Leeds United players there. I really need to catch up with the names of the players as well. I mean, I'm mostly focused on the top teams there as well. Sometimes West Ham and Everton I can be a bit familiar with Brian a bit, but yeah, um, we're just you just have to bear with me with this uh, analysis skills over here. So let's get started. So obviously from the left wing there as well, he took a shot there from outside outside of the box there as well. He just being one there. I think who was that? Was that Martinelli? No, that wasn't Martinelli. I think that was I'm not too sure who that was. So it was number 4 there for Arsenal. Let me just number 4 there for us. That was Gabriel. I believe that was. Let me just check. That was sorry. That was White. He actually defended him there, and that was who was that? I think that was Niston, I believe. So no, that wasn't Niston. That was bloody who was that? So you Chiku? No, it's not him. It's probably on the forwards there, but might have been Adams. Yeah, I think it was Tyler Adams that took the shot there for Leeds there as well, and he took a shot there outside the box as well. White there did a very good job there. Taking down as well, and then obviously from seeing this, well, on the 20 minute there, after that shot target there from Tyler Adams there, we've got I think that's Martinelli there as well, number 34 there. Sorry, no, that was Shaka who actually made it. Yes, and then off to Martinelli there as well. I'm pretty sure that is Martinelli. Yes, it is. Makes it on a pretty good through ball there. And the misses there from Shaka, and then it leads up there for Mr. Odegaard, which captain, yes, Odegaard, and then it goes off there to Gabriel Jesus there, and obviously, wait, are you guys seeing this? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you guys are okay. Loose. I think I bang on here. Yeah, here it goes. Yeah, and then obviously we missed that, and then who takes a free kick here? Was that Odegaard who took the free kick? Yes, it was. Um, Odegaard who took the free kick there on the 31st minute. Um, and yeah, it was saved there by Messala, and yeah, it, I mean it was going to go off target there, and it was there for, off in the curve there, and then on the 34th minute there, uh, Rodrigo just crossed there from the right edge as well, but it was hit there by Shaka, and then Odegaard puts on a through ball there with Shaka, and then Shaka just manages uh, uh, to touch off to the ball there before even going up there for a goal kick, and he managed to squeeze it in there for a goal, which was absolutely just splendid there. And yeah, he manages to finish off his dinner quite uh, fabulous there. Um, I mean, I could put it into much more context. It's a finish there, but my God, that was just absolutely a a delicious finish as well. Squeeze it in there, just on the in left top ends as well. And yeah, was absolute fantastic goal there by Shaka. And this is and these were the moments in the second half where we actually got a bit lucky there as well. But this is where uh, Ramsdale and obviously our defence there go to town with these strikes as well. I mean, we did actually gave away some poor counter attacks there as well, which could have been some goals as well. But obviously the forwards there missed a couple of good shots there as well. So we're going to watch it right now. So I'm watching it from the 45th minute there as well. So it was across there from who was that? It was across there from the left side of the pitch there from Rocker there, and then Rocker crosses in. It was short of target there. Sorry, no one even wanted it from the header, but it was a poor touch. Yeah, it was a poor finished touch there uh, by Harrison there, and then it was deflected there by Ramsdale there, and then it was uh, lead up there uh, to off from the bench there, Patrick Bamford. He shoots it, and then obviously it was too easy there for him. Just shoots there on the left. Um, uh, and I read did actually get like a little glimpse of touch of it in thin air, but lucky enough it was Ronell offside. So yeah, we get the hook by that, and yeah. So on the 52 minute, this was one of those moments where we actually let off a loose counter as well, and it was off to the same end again. He has got a real there for a offside goal. There, it was Bamford there, Patrick Bamford, um, who had an open chance there to put it through, and a Ramsdale, lucky enough, just didn't move through there as well, and it was perfectly being uh, like regained there by by 23 there, uh, by Sistera there, and then he passed off there to Bamford there, Patrick Bamford. So Bamford over and Ramsdale there, just easily uh collected there as well, and yeah, safely just uh, throws away there. And yeah, we get another off the hook there as well, and the Ramsdale does a pretty good job there as well. So obviously from this cross there as well, Leeds get another opportunity as well, but this could have been a possible goal here. It was being touched by fuck. It was from uh, by Rocker there. Rocker took the header there, but uh, but City Sarah could score there, but obviously he knew that it was going to be offside as well. So yeah, um, but he obviously just oh, and this was a pretty controversial moment as well. It was actually being ruled there that it could have been a handball there by us. It was off by who was it off by? It was off by Gabriel, I believe. Or sorry, I think it was off by Saliba or either Gabriel. That is. And yeah, it was being ruled out there by a VAR, and it said that it was a ability clearing and Van Bud took shot and and shocking enough he missed on the right, and I don't know how we're still 1-0 up. It should be 1-1, and a nice save here. Once again, Van Bud just yeah, the nice uh uh centerpiece there uh by by a by an Ursa there, and just pass it off there to City by the City Siesta there, and was saved by Ramsdale there as well. And also that uh, also that it wasn't actually saved there by Ramsdale. It was actually blocked off there by Gabriel there. And yeah, what yeah, great defense there uh, by us. Great defense there, especially compared to last season. Once again, uh, one saving by uh, Ramsdale. As we see here, uh, by uh, Harrison there as well. Takes shot there as well from his right foot there as well, and just a save there on the left side there as well. It just saves there, just blocks it off there by his fingertips there as well. Quite um, contactful, or you can say that was a word. Just blocks it off there. Was saved there by Ramsdale there as well, and we had other chances as well, and yeah, it was obviously out there by Shaka there as well, and it was off target there as well here on the side there on the right side. Yeah, another chance there. It was a Vampire. It was a Harrison, and then City Siesta. Sorry, no, that was sorry. Who was that? That was on City Siesta. That was Chris, the Price, Nikhil, Somerville, who took a shot there as well, but he sent it off there to the church there as well. At Ellen Road as well. And yeah, and on the 91st there with some just on as well. It was now this really pissed me off. I don't know what the fuck. Why this isn't just end off with freaking Gabrielle, yeah, with freaking Gabrielle. It was, yeah, it was, yeah, Gabrielle being pushed over there by a Bamford, yeah, Bamford pushed over Gabrielle, and the Bamford didn't look up there saying and then just fall over there quite stereotypical there. Most people play there, and they took that very, very serious. and they were very convinced that Gabriel took it very confident until it was luckily enough overturned as well, and yeah, we were quite lucky enough there as well. So yeah, and then Arteta there, once upon a time, uh, was there. What has been blown. Arteta was actually just pumped, and he just say in the press conference as well, he was very happy, but he wanted to be so uh, relaxed as well. He needed to calm down. He needed to calm down as well, and yeah, that comes to a, uh, a conclusion as well, saying that is Arteta the new Arsenal Wenger? Is he the new old school Arsenal Arsenal Wenger? Arsenal Wenger when he was coaching Arsenal back in the good days of a Highbury there as well. So is he going to harness the Emirates the same way as what Arsenal, the same way Arsenal as what Arsenal Wenger did for Highbury? That is a question. And in my opinion, he can potentially do that, but it is going to take some time, which I actually heard from Ian Wright and some other journalists as well, from like Sky Sports or whether it was from the broadcast, from what I've seen as well on the Opta Sports that they uploaded as well. I think or was it Sky Sports football that they uploaded about. They were talking about you know, can they actually harness it? Can they actually get through the World Cup period? Yeah, obviously we're still got the uh I know we got the rugby league, we got the rugby league World Cup there in England, but we also got the Qatar World Cup there as well for football there as well. So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting to see of how Arsenal can also get through that as well. I mean, a lot of people are laughing enough that a lot of people are starting to starting to compare Harry Kane to Haaland as well, and they're using that World Cup excuse there to really compare them. So a lot of people use this as well, and that could be a massive big factor there for Manchester City as they just lost against Liverpool there as well, 1-0, which has helped us there for quite a lot. And if you're an Arsenal fan like me, you'll be absolutely just stoked. No stoked as Stoke City. Um, I must say from their day, as stoked as just amazed that we just fought so hard. In this game against Leeds to get the 3 points as well, and just wow, just get through with those base points as well. And, yeah, when what an absolute amazing defensive performance there from us. And yeah, happy to get it with it as well. And yeah, it's going to be quite interesting there to see how we can get through with the World Cup period as well. I mean, like like I said, like we also got the Rugby League there as well, and we also got the FA Cup there as well. We also got the EPL Cup there as well, and I'm just hoping that Tenta is mainly focusing on the Premier League, which some couple of coaches there in the past, you could say that what they're focused there mostly on the Premier League, mostly they were focusing uh, FA Cup, and I feel like we need to stop targeting on the on the FA Cup, which I personally don't really care about the FA Cup because I mean we don't really uh, not surprisingly, just keep winning FA Cup, and I just want to see us actually be successful, in a once in a lifetime there at the Emirates, which we haven't been that very successful like this in a very long time since we moved to the Emirates, and this is possibly our biggest ever chance to ever get close to that uh, success that should have been when we first moved uh, neighborhoods. But it looks like State Crooked has finally waken up there and just finally invested into some money there as well, just to give attention to some money there as well. I mean, I'm still a bit fussy about State Crooked as an owner on how what financial choices he makes in the future as well, especially on how he's investing on the Los Angeles Rams as well, which I will actually get into the NFL there in, in quite a bit as well. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Furthermore, it's going to be very interesting on how Arsenal get through these periods as well. But I'm just hoping that Arteta just mainly focusing Premier League mainly over the Rugby League or over the uh, FA Cup. But so far in the Europa League, so far so good. So yeah, but yeah, we were a bit lucky in that game there against the that Europa League racing side there from the I I Ukraine. But yeah, let's move on to the next sport as well. I'm just going to tell my lights because it's getting dark as well. Ignore the flushing here, no more room is not haunted. And yeah, let's move to the next match. I've been rambling on this sport a little bit too much. So yeah, it's getting dark. Yeah, I know, man. Just telling the lights right now. All right, so we're going to move on to the NFL right now, and yes, this will be the first time I will actually talk about the NFL. So don't judge me. This is the first time I'm going to talk about it. So ignore the background. No, my room is not haunted. Uh, my light is just like that. So that's going to happen a couple of times. So yeah, you might have to get used to that. All right, so NFL rounds. What rounds are this week for? That I'm that I'm about to review. All right, so NFL week 6. Okay, week 6. Week 6. The Eagles versus Cowboys review. I didn't watch the highlights of that of this game because I already knew the result from what I heard there from the radio there. Uh, while, while I was at work and I seen the commentary that as well, live stream there as well. So yeah, um, well, yeah, I gotta say, man, yeah, our wide receivers, you know, we got bloody, we got uh, Elliot there, um, we got Patterson there as well. Um, sorry, sorry, his name was Pollard, and Celia Lamb. Our rushing backs that were just absolutely just receiving a little bit not the best there by Cooper Rush as well. And we see a lot of criticism there. Sorry, well, not harsh criticism, but some questions towards on how on what Cooper Rush's true colors did actually show there towards the uh, Philadelphia Eagles there as well. And yeah, I heard that from the man himself there, who actually does support the Cowboys as well. Go check out his channel. His name is uh what's his name? What's his channel name called again? His channel's name is called. Um, Let me just check for a sec. Uh, this is gonna take a while, but bear with me, lads. probably gonna let me give me a sec, lads. Fuck. Okay. Oh yeah, his channel name is a microphone. Uh, yeah, yeah. His channel is just absolutely just amazing, full of uh, NFL content there as well, and yeah, my God, yeah, he just explained there in a quite a summarize word that I can actually tell you guys what he actually just said. He said, well, the reason why that I could rush uh that I thought that he was a bit off is because he wasn't throwing that much there to his right backs as well, and that's just like tells me right does the right backs just make Cooper Rush looking good because I you know and our right backs have improved their position as well, and just take a step in there as well, especially against the on how they did it against the Rams as well. They showed none of that towards the Eagles as well, and we had to throw quite long there as well, and yeah, Cooper Rush didn't really throw those quite long there as well with those yardages there. So yeah, a lot of people would have saw that performance there from Rush. Everyone thought that Dak Preston, Dak needs to return next week, and I'm a bit mixed with that. But I do understand that Rush, you know, you know, you know, he has been starting there for more than what Dak has been doing. So yeah, yeah, Dak Prescott really needs to come back into side there next week, and because I feel like with a running back there, and I agree with quite a lot. I feel like um, that Prescott is going to get off to his throws there to our running backs quite well, but um, that's just going to be just another plot to stop as well, and it's just going to be another big issue as well. Just pass off to wide receivers there with the short ball there. Sorry, no, with the short throws, which once again that I'm just going to see this uh, more, and it's just going to be very unsolved on what the actual Cowboys team really uh, needs to be. And I think the coach is the massive problem. I don't really trust it to company that. And since I don't, I actually think that that McCartney actually needs to actually be sacked. And yeah, he's just not really our best option there to really pick on what actual consistent quarterback we need to actually have. And yeah, um, you know, yeah, the quarterback there for the Eagles there by what's his name? What's his name again? Jalen Hurts. A lot of people before the season starts would have lost one of the great quarterbacks there as well. When he went to, I think it was off to bloody the Green Bay Packers, or I'm not too sure where he actually went. But yeah, when the Jalen Hurts actually start, um, my God, um, yeah, the Eagles were just absolutely just wrapped in with their form there as well. The wide receivers there were absolutely just getting just absolutely some great throws as well, and just getting those great first downs as well, and just getting those great plays as well. But yeah, um, yeah, the plays that we posted made, which um, that I haven't watched the highlights, but I'm just probably going to just put it into these words that right. Tackling here from our defense, Malik Hooker, who had 10 tackling there. Demarcus Lawrence, who hasn't been that bad there for us. He was actually very good there in our defense there against the Rams, but he once again did that role there for us again as well. He had 6 tackles as well. Um, but other than that, the rest were not the best, but yeah, well, and the kicker returns by Carl Vontae Turpin were he made 96 yards. He averages 32, which that was not the best there by Carl Vontae Turpin. And Brett Mayer there, field goal there by 1 out of 2 there for us. It was yeah. Not the best. He got 5 points there from that, and yeah. At least our punter was pretty good there with O'Brien. Eager there. He made 119 yards there as well. He averages 59.5 though, which is a bit average, but it's not bad. But yeah, which is good. But yeah, it could be a little bit. It could be a little bit better there as well. But yeah, um, yeah. Overall, our attack there was just not bad, but our defense was alright. But yeah, yeah, the Eagles were just actually just too good there as well. With your likes there with uh, AJ Brown there as well, which he's been well and truly been learning to get those well and pretty good uh, receives there from Jalen Hurts, and yeah, well, made 69 yards, sorry, 67 yards as well. He averages 32.4. Devonta Smith was pretty good there as well. Um, Jack Stoneman was also pretty good. Their defense was not bad. I feel like uh, our defense was a little bit equal, but yeah. Um, Both sides were a bit off from the defense, but I thought Lawrence and obviously our and obviously uh, Luke Hooker were much more better defenders than what they were. So yeah, but wow, Jalen Hurts, what an absolute performance there from him. And yeah, just the wide receivers just absolutely just killed it there from them. So yeah, very good performance there from the Eagles. All right, so that's done there for the NFL. I quickly want to go on there for the actual match, but I just want to eat my food there quickly first, since I actually have not seen it as well. Eagles 6-0. Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles do actually do just after the season there with 5-6 wins and 0 losses. They could be a dark horse there for uh, uh, the NFL Super Bowl potentially, and I can actually see them coming first there in the uh, conference there. But yeah, the Eagles have a really uh, exposed more on the actual Cooper Rush's true colors as well. And yeah, our coach, McCarthy, yeah, he needs to be sacked because I definitely did not trust on the actual consistent quarterback and what we actually need to have some place there for actual quarterbacks as well. Because they just really keen claws upstairs as well, and they can just and for that person as well. Um, yeah, it's just really poor for him as well because he can also get sacked as well. But also for but also I also heard that Cooper Rush also got also threw a couple of interceptions as well, which was also a little poor. Um, but yeah, you know you can't always have like a perfect game as quarterback yourself. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate there for Cooper Rush. But yeah, remove and yeah, we take the second L of the season. So yeah, we're 4-2. So I'm just gonna eat my food just a little bit quickly so I can just take some energy from there. And the next one I'm going to explain about is the bloody the Misfits boxing and obviously the zone 022 series as well. I seen I seen the whole uh, press conference. It was I'm actually told there from the zone saying, "Is this the most craziest press conference ever?" And I was like, "The fuck." And like, yeah, I saw the whole thing, and I was like, "Wow, there was a lot of shit being talked about." The one things that are too far is that just kept on like going at each other. Um, and I actually want to see that fight right now. So I actually did see that Slim did actually uh, fell out there in an absolute bloodbath there with oh, who was it? It was Ryan Taylor. Who was it? It was Slim versus Ryan Taylor. Um, yeah, an absolute bloodbath there as well. But there were so many unexpected hits as well. But the first match, oh my god, the first match with Halal Habib. Oh my god. Let me just see it there over there as well. All right, so the zone boxing. Here it is. So we got the full one over here. So we got some full card highlights there as well, and there was some amazing knockouts there as well. First one was free sloppy. Nothing really much to say. It was a DT. Uh, uh, pardon me. It was a DTG versus Halal Him, and DTG was coming into this fight with being 5'10", 22 uh, the weight difference there as well, and obviously the reach difference there as well being 73. Hello Habib, sorry, sorry, uh, Halal Ham. He is 27. He is 5'5", which he is smaller. So he's a pretty small lad. Hello Ham, and he weighs 270. Uh, uh, I mean, um, this is that. And he has a reach of 69, so he's pretty small. He's yeah, but but let's see once again as my god, there were so many haymakers. It was very sloppy. Like like there was like one sloppy like haymaker there from a DTG as well, which come off guard as well. It was just a very messy fight there between these two, and yeah, my god, it was just absolutely just poor there by his two, and just DTG just missed there with the overhand there as well, and hello him just counters him with the overhand as well, and just Sloppy just jumps in there as well. And just tries to put more haymakers there as well. And there was more haymakers there from Hello Ham, and these guys were just, oh my god, it was so bad that these two people, and I'll show you how they'll flow like. I'll show you right now, and I feel sorry for these two that I'm about to roast. But my god, these two people were like swinging the arms like it was like those blue things that are like are not for sale. That balloon, uh, balloon, uh, balloon, yeah, these people were flying like freaking inflatable balloon men. Sorry, yeah, they were fighting like inflatable balloon men. That's how fucking restful that you can put in this fight into one single word or less. It was just an absolute mess. My god, it was so hard to watch. And yeah, obviously she there turns back there as well. It just Hello him going into the corner there as well. It just he just started to throw some haymakers there once again. And yeah, on the third round here, uh, DG there just throws some haymakers there towards the face as well. And he just throws a jab there as well. Waits waits there for the cover there as well. Just wait for him to really come out come out give as the inflatable blue man. And wow, he just took the jab there. Hello here, and just a couple of sloppy haymakers there, and hello him by a by a split decision there. It was actually 29 to 28 to all of them, and that was all to allow him. So let's move on to the next match because that was absolute just a waste of time to really review that. Apologies to whoever's uh, listening to this. So yeah. Oh boy, Ashley Raxu versus Anthony Taylor. These two were absolutely just trash looking there as well. Obviously, Anthony Taylor was just being described from Ashley Raxu there from the press conference that he's a internet control, that he's calling out influences, which is a bit strange there. Uh, as a professional for himself there as well. So yeah, this will be the first ever like professional fighter who actually calls out influences against a UK boxer as well from a social influence as well. So he also makes music there as well. And yeah, so obviously, Master Rax 2 was at the age of 31, and Ethan Taylor is 33. So these two men are pretty old. But actually, Rax 2 has a high bench there with a 5'10. Sorry, no. Yeah, has a high bench with a 5'10. And Ethan Taylor there has a high 5'7. Master Rax 2 has a weight difference there of uh, uh, 100 and 84 pounds there as well, and compared to what if you tell it as well, 182, the 2 pounds difference, and the reach is a pretty good difference. Well, actually, Raksu had a reach of 76, and Anthony Taylor had a reach of 67. 67. So, yeah, pretty good eventually, Russian Rex, he had the height, he had the reach, he had the weight, but he was younger, which but the age doesn't really matter since it's just only 2 years apart. So this is a pretty uh interesting fight scene. You know, a rapper, I think he is. Actually, Dax too. Not too sure about his background throughout his career, that as opposed to himself. But yeah, to get like so much advantage, go against a much more professional boxer. Sorry, a much more uh, experienced boxer. It's just absolutely just amazing. It's just so surprising to see how his advantages and yeah, let's see how it goes there. So the gloves, and he drops it there just by just by the beginning there, quite shockingly there as well. And actually Raksuna there saying, "Wow, I didn't expect him to uh, go at me like that." And yeah, Taylor then just took him out there like it was nothing, and from there he just like took in that the pre clipped hook over there that just shut him down as well. So yeah, Dexter down on his power now, and now he's in some serious trouble as well. Actually, Dexter, and he's saying, "Wow, I did not expect the I did not expect the power shot from him as well." And so yeah, what the fuck, bro? Bro, I didn't know that actually Dexter is a wearing the Pokeball shorts there for the song. That's pretty interesting. There for his design there. So he misses the hooks there. Uh, every Taylor. He goes for the jab there as well. It just goes in there for the hook. He goes in there for the hook there again there Taylor, but he misses. Goes in there for another hook that he misses there as well. It just he's just punching in there next to him, but it's just the power was yeah. I bet the yeah yeah. I think they were was just so just screaming on there as well. It was just not the best power there from a Rexu there as well, just to shut down Evie Taylor there. It's just so poor. As as you can see over here, straight out of nowhere, he just hooks out Rexu there as well, and yeah, that was the end of the fight there, and yeah, let's see the scores there, and yeah, so obviously Anthony Taylor there, I managed to win that as well, quite convincing there as well. So yeah, Rex two, I bet he will give me a lot of respect as well because he also did say either I'm either I'm a complete idiot, sorry no, a complete dickhead. I think that I think that's what he said. Getting into the ring there with Taylor there as well. Or he's going to make him, or he's going to make Taylor there for himself there, make himself look like in a in an absolute idiot there as well, which that didn't really, which that wasn't the case. So yeah, he just made himself there look like an absolute dickhead the way that went. And now the first time a female fight, okay, in the zone as well. Its debut. So yeah, Astro and Keely, they had a pretty interesting words back and forth with the families, their friends, the past presents. Don't want to really talk about it. It's very relevant. It's a bit cringe to be honest. But oh well. So uh Astrid West, she is 22 years old, has a height of 5'2". She has a weight of 123. height. So the reach was 64, same as what Keely does. She's 19. She is 3 years younger. She's actually the same age as me. She has the height advantage of 5'3". She's weighs 127 pounds in that. More than what I do. Quite interesting enough. Um, not sure how you convert that into kilograms, but yeah, I think it's like times it by 1.6, or sorry, no, maybe divided. Yeah, like divide by 1.6 in that. Yeah. Wait, what the fuck? YouTube just be that Ethan Taylor, but yeah, Dragon Ball Z entrance. Oh, okay, nice. But I'm not gonna look at that. Okay, it started off here. Yeah. Sorry about that, lads. Let's get back into the mic here. Okay, sorry about that. I'll probably go through this quickly because I got to eat. It's been like an hour and 21 minutes. So you know what? I'll probably go through this quickly. So obviously this went back and forth as well, but it was mostly wet that mostly rocked her as well with the jabs there, jabs across, and yeah, she was just having enough uh, of it, and yeah, Keely was just trying to throw some jabs as well, trying to fight back. But furthermore, into the match when just Wade was just throwing jabs, jab, jab there again, jabs to the body, jab once again, jab another jab, and just yeah, Achilles is just absolutely just bruised as well. She's not having a good time there in the ring, and just yeah, Achilles just not having anything there. And she's not strong enough to even take the hits much more. Um, and yeah, so that's it in the ring as well. It's a pretty good strong jabs as well. And yeah, and after this, from Achilles' corner, uh, um, the referee decides that uh, that's so that Achilles' corner, the team, I'm actually throwing the towel from, uh, from themselves to, from themselves there as well, and the referee said, actually was announced I was a winner. So yeah, that was it. Move on to JMX and Genie quite quickly. JMX surprisingly came out with this after being uh, shut down there a couple minutes as well. Where was it? Okay, it was over here. It was when gets the actually clinched him as well. I think he fell down for himself as well. Let me just check from from the replay as well. So it was jabbed in by JMX and misses it, takes it as well, and yeah, he just puts on a big shot as well, and he misses it. And then Jitsi, I've actually gave JMX some time with as well, but he did look hurt there as well, JMX. So yeah, he moved on, jab, and there was and there was off, and there was off to the void as well, just trying to hold down to the corner as well, but Jitsi just managed to clinch him there as well. Uh, through JMX throughout the ropes, and then JMX was just trying to grab him there and just put in the upcuts, uh, upcuts there as well. And, oh boy, look at sitting there from JMX, man, wow, JMX. was actually just putting jabs and obviously the hook. Uh, Obviously, I can't show you the highlights slides because obviously I was I'll get copyrighted in that and yeah. So it was a hook there by Jay Mix there and after he does pretty good hooks there. It was just too good there for Jinty there, and his team just threw the towel, and that was it. That's over. It was a TKO, and then it was the big match. It was Slim Abadna versus Ryan Taylor. These two people have quite a pretty interesting history. These two go way back in 2016, where they actually used to be friends on the Slim notifications YouTube channel and all of that. And then quite uh, weird enough, he actually started to file from the streets and yeah, just got run over there and lost towards a gangster or whatever it was towards street. There's an actual video up for it, and he managed to lose that street fight as well. And yeah, he got beat down as well. So yeah, that was him before he even started to boxing and that. And yeah, Slim versus Taylor, the fight event, and this was this was the most talked about fight over the Jason Wingler and Sidney, or whatever his name was, Sidney. All right, so Slim put in that big hook there, just showing down, just putting Taylor there, front of the canvas there, and he just told him there, just oh man, he's Taylor. The hook, a double hook there, not a mistake. He misses one. He's just clinching him there and just putting it up in the corner there as well. But just Slim out there with just uh, hooks him up there. Just amazing one there as well. Just offer offer replay there as well. Fucking hell. Holy shit. They did not call Slim the hitman for no reason. Because he got a target like he was getting a sniper just just like that, man. Just fucking hell. The hitman himself just shows why he is actually called the hitman. Wow. What what a perfect time shot. His hooks are lethal. So my god. They can come out of nowhere after the fight. He put a little hook there and the referee just breaks him up there. A little sloppy one and a pretty good jab across and a pretty good jab across there by Slim. And so trying to put some comments as well, and it's just uh, trying to hook him up there as well. Just like go, just like go off for his point as well, and just jab there as well. Just by doing the fake move there by Slim. He loves to do that as well. He did that against Fish Tube there back in 2019 when he was amateur amateur there at the time, and yeah, he did that towards Taylor, and that worked pretty good. And yeah, Taylor's nose and the faces I was absolute bloodbath there as well. And that was it. That was a fight, I believe. They were glitching on, and Slim tries to hook himself. Sorry, he tried to upcut himself. I remember the glitch as well, and the uh, uh, just do go to the scores as well, and it was obviously Slim, and they must have became friends. Okay, so we're going to go through this quickly before we wrap things up because we've been going here for a little bit too long. So yes, we got gets in the match here as well, through the fight here as well, and yeah, throughout the fight, throughout the first couple of seconds there as well, in a round one as well, a jab there by Sergio. by Settlers, and it was just jump missed there by uh, Settlers as well, and yeah, Swingler and Swingler there was just playing some pretty good orthodox there for a bit as well. Yeah, just playing that that orthodox there as well. Gets a pretty good uh uh footwork there as well. Just step back more, and just waiting for him to get that open counter attack there as well. Just to really put it into that power there front that jab as well. He just upcut him from the body and just clinched there as well. Look at this, just jab and just looks down as well, which yeah that yeah Sales wasn't even putting up his guys up there much more. So yeah, because like Service, okay, right now he does, but like he was just getting rocked like that, and just like this in the first round, a minute and 53 seconds, jab and just jabbed again by the right one, and just like jab and just the following and just the following power and the guts that he just put just bang towards the skull, and that was just night, and he just couldn't take it more, and just a referee said, "Nah, it's over, knockout," and wow, in the first round, a knockout, wow, absolutely just amazing there by Swing there as well. Great footwork there as well. Just stepping back there as well. Just waiting to counter attack there as well. Just letting Silva instead just take up all his edges as well. And yeah, he managed to work there by his Texas there as well. So can't wait to see Jay Swing there, whoever he's fighting next, either Deji or whoever it is. But yeah, that's going to wrap things up there as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode on the loaded recap there as well. And if you do want me to continue this series, even though it has been going on for more than uh, an hour and a half an hour itself, please let me know in the comment section down below. And obviously, I've got the community tab. Please just let me know if you want to hit me up with any feedback there as well, any criticism of that. I am more and happily to discuss on what I want to improve with this series or show and that. And yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Yeah, please like and subscribe for more low content in the future. But yeah, lads, ladies and gentlemen, this has been National Salute here. Take care. Have a good night.